Mr. Tiffin told the class to gather around. You can never tell just how many seeds are in a pumpkin until you open it up, he said, but there may be some clues. Take a look at these. The class did. Charlie's is darker orange, said Anna, and it has more lines on the outside, said Robert. Yep, said Mr. Tiffin. For each line on the outside, there's a row of seeds on the inside. That's good to know, said Eleanor. And the longer the pumpkin grows, the more lines it gets, he added. Its skin gets darker, too. So even though my pumpkin was the smallest, it was on the vine the longest, said Charlie. Exactly, agreed Mr. Tiffin. When it was time to go home, the class lined up by the door. Smallest to tallest this time, said Mr. Tiffin. Robert was at the back, Eleanor was in the middle, and Charlie was at the front. Small things can have a lot going on inside them, Charlie said to Mr. Tiffin, and then they left the classroom with Charlie leading the way. So that was the end of the book, and then here is the lesson plan that I created. I just wanted to go over it within the Jing. These are bags that I made. They're labeled ones, tens, and hundreds, and then let me go ahead and go into my lesson plan. As you can see, it is for a second grade class. I have math subject standards, and I also have language arts, so students need to count, read, and write whole numbers to the thousands place, but this is only for the hundreds place, and identify the place value for each digit. And then they need to be able to use words, models, and expanded forms so 45 would equal 4 tens and 5 ones to represent numbers. The goal of the unit is for students to have a basic understanding of place value up to the hundreds place, and my objective is for the student to be able to sort seeds into hundreds, tens, and ones within 30 minutes with the teacher's assistance. And let me go to the next page. So first part of the lesson would be for students to take out their personal small whiteboards and then draw 2 vertical lines and then have the teacher ask the students for the value of any number. So the example here was 512, and then the questions that the teacher would ask are what place is the number 2 in? What place is the number 1 in? So then students would have to raise their hands and say the 2 is in the ones place, the 1 is in the tens place. So what is the value of the 2? That means there's 2 ones in 512. So the rationale is that the teacher is checking for students' understanding of basic place value before the lesson even begins. And then the through was the reading of the story, which I did, and then the teacher would give each table group the place value bags that I showed you, and then 1 bag of seeds. And then the teacher would show the students that there are other ways to show large numbers. The students would be asked to show numbers with their pumpkin seeds. So the teacher would just tell the students that 1 seed in the hundreds bag equals 100 seeds, 1 seed in the tens bag equals to 10 seeds, and 1 seed in the ones bag is 1 seed. So the teacher would basically just shout numbers out, well, not shout, but tell the students, show me 350 seeds. And they would check for understanding if the students put 3 seeds in the hundreds bag to show 3 hundreds. And the teacher could do this for as long as they felt necessary. So the next slide is the beyond, and the final activity for students to do would be to have a pumpkin coloring page like the one under right here. They would color it, and then they would take the seeds that they used in the lesson, glue them on, and then show what place value the number of seeds hold. So if they glued 23 seeds, they would put 23 is equal to 2 tens and 3 ones, and then they would just write that underneath their pumpkin, and then I would just place them around the classroom. We would share, we would talk about place value, and that's the rationale behind that, is that the teacher is checking their understanding of place value after the lesson has finished. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.